Okay, now that you have put together the contacts for a particular estimate, you can now do mass emailing with a template, so you can solicit for invitations to bid. So in order to do that, simply click on the estimate. In this case, we use the Alaska High Rise. And in a previous lesson, you are aware of how to select your contacts. So we assume this has already been done. So if I scroll down to the contact section, for the estimate contacts, here they are. In this case, I've got 2 estimate contacts. I simply select them here. And once these have been selected, I can click on the email estimate contacts. This will bring up a new page, which is Conga. And what this basically does is bring the Conga Composer dialog box. And this allows you to select a lot of options when doing a mass emailing. It'll ask you certain information such as the template that you want to use. In this case, it's an invitation to bid, and that's right. And it'll ask you, Conga email template will be another invitation to bid. We can create additional templates for other solicitations, but right now those are the only 2 that we have defined in the system. So I feel pretty good about that right now. So all I do at this point, if I want to send it as an Adobe PDF or same as the template. In this case, we're going to select same as template. I believe we created this one in Excel, but you can do it in PDF if you want to. It's up to you. Hit merge an email, and essentially it'll bring up the email dialog box. And what it'll do is it'll capture the information from the previous screen and pre-populate it with the email addresses for the contacts that you want to solicit. So as you can see, when this gets pulled up, it's going to send a copy to me and then BCC all the people that I selected in the previous step. It also puts in some boilerplate text, which shows you the information that you want to send. Here's where you would paste the Ignite links to your estimate contacts. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove Gunnar because I don't want to send him this. But in this case, I'll go ahead and send it. Everything looks good here. And then at the upper right hand side, I'll hit send. And it's all already been related to the job and estimate. So when I hit the send button, what it's going to do, it's going to go ahead and send it. And I'll show you what it looks like on the recipient side. And it's going to email this information to david@southernpan.com. Okay, so now it's going to take me back to the estimate. And as you can see under the activity section, which is the bottom here, you'll see that I have just created an invitation to bid under the activity history. So the system not only emails it, but it logs it in the system as well. So I'm going to go ahead and transition to Gmail here. Okay, so here I am in Gmail, and as you can see, I'm going to click on this particular email, and the boilerplate text that we had initially had in the Conga Composer entry screen is now selected here, but it also emails us an invitation to bid template, which takes information from the estimate and sends it to your recipients. So let's take a look at that and see what that looks like. And the invitation to bid, if we can just, I'm just going to click on it here so you can see what it would look like. It's essentially the invitation to bid that tells you the location of the job, the estimator, the scope. In this case, the Alaska High Rise doesn't have these filled in, but if you did fill it in from the estimate, it'll pre-populate this particular template, and they can send this back to you. That's pretty much it. So all you have to do is select your contacts. It'll bring up the user interface to send to your estimate contacts. You can cut and paste the links for the Ignite folders for the specifications, and then all you have to do is merge it. The system will log and track it, and that way you don't have to sit there and do it manually for each individual at a time.